The first thing I'd like to start with today is we can all see the icon down here where it says ServiceTitan. We need to make sure that that has been pushed out to all the phones, and we would like to make sure that you do have that on your phone, just in case throughout the day that this tablet might fail. You'll be able to go to your phone and continue on with the work you've started.
So once you have clocked in on the dispatch time clock, you will then log into ServiceTitan. So now that we have logged in, we are going to hit the head icon in the upper right-hand corner, and we are going to clock in to ServiceTitan. Now this starts our time in ServiceTitan. We're going to hit the X button. And as you can see, the sync arrows are working right now. And once those stop, we are going to hit the sync arrows and we are going to download the price book. This needs to be done every morning because if any changes have been made to the price book during the previous day, this will give you the current pricing. So downloading the price book could take anywhere from 1 minute to a few minutes, but you need to make sure that it completes before you go on to your, well, you have to complete before you go on to your next step, which is why you clock in before you download the price book. Now that the price book is downloaded, we are going to select the head icon again, and we are going to go to events, and we are going to select pre-trip. So now you're starting your pre-trip. You're going to go out and fill out your pre-trip logbook. You must be logged into a job or an activity at all time. Anything that is not a job or activity will be reported as idle time. And if you have more than 15 minutes of idle time, your dispatcher is going to ask why. So you need to make sure that you are logged into a job or an event at all times.
And I would also like to talk about when you do your pre-trip to make sure that it is thorough. If there's fuel that has not been put in the truck, that you note that. Also, all levels of water, oil, motor, transmission, pumps, auxiliary engine, all of that has been fueled up and everything's topped off, which it should be from the night before, but we need to make sure that we verify it first thing in the morning and that we don't have any issues leaving the site.
So once you are done with your pre-trip, you will hit done and click the X to exit the menu. And now this is the first job that you are assigned to. So you hit view job and then you will hit dispatch as soon as you start the job. So if you are gathering supplies for the job, you should hit dispatch. If you are getting in your truck and driving out of the yard, you should hit dispatch. And when you hit dispatch, your job will show up purple on the dispatch screen so that the dispatcher knows that you are driving to your job. And once you arrive at your job, you will hit the arrive button and hit yes, arrive now. You have one form that is required on this job, which is the job completion form. And so if you hit fill later and go to the invoice, you can see what you're going to be doing on this job. So now that you have arrived on the job, you need to click the camera icon in the lower left-hand corner, and you need to take your before pictures, if allowed by the site. There are some sites where you will not be allowed to take pictures, and we understand that, but when allowed, you need to make sure that you're taking before and after pictures. So this is where you would take the picture, and it will be attached to the job for everyone to see. Push the camera button, camera icon in the lower left-hand corner, hit take a photo. This will now attach the photo to the job. And if there are any issues, you need to take a wide angle photo, and then you also need to take a close-up photo of any damage or repairs, damage that has occurred before we arrived, and any repairs that we may need to contact the customer to make.
And as you're thinking and going through the site, if there's markings on the ground where you'll be digging, you would want to take pictures of that. If there's any spills, maybe where it started and maybe where it's went to, you'll need to maybe start with one and continue on to the end one where you'll be working. So we have to think of, is it just one spot or many places? If anything is broken on site, you'll want to make sure that you have pictures of that to show the before pictures, so we wouldn't be accused of something that we did not do that somebody may have not